Namaste. We discussed Atma as the unconditioned absolute which includes Chetana as a property, consciousness, and we introduced the idea of the conditioned part of our being, and we said we will talk about it later. So let's discuss. Pranam, Dr. Das.
Namaste, Rajesh.
Namaste. And let's discuss Jiva as the complex which has conditioning, which has many things in it. Sort of give us an introduction to what is Jiva and how is it different from Atma.
So this is a very interesting topic because most people do not know the difference between Jiva and Atma, and quite often both are translated same as soul or living being, but there is actually a fundamental distinction from philosophical point of view, that Atma is the pure self without anything around it, just in its own state of being, as pure storehouse of consciousness. It has its own awareness, it has its own identity. And Jiva is that when it becomes conditioned by what we call as Prakriti or primordial matter, which manifests in the form of Chitta, Ahankara, Manas, Buddhi, Indriyas, the senses, and the physical body. So all these things combined together, that is what we call a Jiva. So Jiva is also an Atma, but it is in a conditioned Atma. There are two types of Atmas. There are called Nitya-Baddha and Nitya-Muktas. So there are Atmas which have never been conditioned, they will never be conditioned. They are in the spiritual world. And there are Atmas who have always been in conditioning and it has no beginning. It is called Anadi-Baddha, means the bondage has no beginning, there is no cause for it. There is no such thing as original sin. So these Atmas are called Jivas. But the good news is that these Jivas which are conditioned, they can become free from their conditioning, and that's what we call as self-realization.
So just to make sure I understand correctly, Jivas are the conditioned Atma.
Right.
Not all Atmas are Jivas.
But all Jivas are Atmas.
All Jivas are Atmas.
Right.
So Atmas can be the unconditioned, unconditionable type of Atma, which has never been conditioned, will never be conditioned.
Right.
And that's always been pure. And then the second kind of Atma is the Jiva, which has been conditioned, but we can get released from this conditioning.
Right.
We can get the liberation from the conditioning and achieve the experience of the pure Atma again.
Right.
So those are the two kinds of Atmas.
Right. So all this suffering which is experienced by people, these are the Jivas.
Right.
Because Atma does not suffer. Because Atma is not conditioned.
So the Jiva is a sort of a complex mechanism with many, many layers in it.
Right.
And we will go through in various episodes, we will describe one layer at a time. And these layers of conditioning, we tend to identify the self and who we are as that.
Right.
So I'm this body, I'm this mind, I'm this intellect, I have this memory, all of these qualities which really are not the Atma.
Yes.
But I start off associate with that, I get entangled in that, I start pursuing that as my project to make that happy or achieve some kind of an optimization, which can never happen. We can never achieve that success, and that leads to all the frustration. So the whole life is a Jiva project, if you think. I mean, for most human beings, the project of what we are chasing and all that is the Jiva in us wanting to do all that.
Yeah. So it's just like you may identify with your car. And
Right.
sometimes people do that.
Yes, yes.
If they have a fancy or expensive car, they are very much attached to that. And
Right.
if anything happens to the car, they actually feel it as if it has happened to them. So like that, our body is like a car. It's a machine.
Right.
Krishna actually calls this as a machine. He calls it yantra rudhani maya. He says this is a yantra, machine of maya. Which is another word used for Prakriti.
Right.
So Atma is riding that, and that's not so bad. The problem is that when Atma is identifying with it and thinks that I am the machine. So we are all thinking that I am the machine, and that machine then has further things. gender, young, old, healthy, sick, tall, small, fat, thin. So all these things are only related with the machine.
Desires
Yeah, all types.
and wealth,
Yeah.
what it wants, who has more, who has less.
Yeah, then my nationality, my religion, and then we are fighting with each other. But actually this has nothing to do with you.
Right,
You are beyond all that.
right,
And today you are Hindu, tomorrow you may be a Muslim.
right,
Because it's just, as you can, today you have one type of car, another day you have another type of car. So sometimes I give the example that there was a man and he has some kind of psychological disease that whichever car he buys, he thinks that he belongs to that country which made the car.
right,
So if he has a Mercedes, he thinks he is German.
right,
If he has Ford, he thinks he's American. If he has a Toyota, he thinks he's German.
Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah. So then he wants to go to Japan because he owns Toyota, and he says, well, I don't need a visa. I'm Japanese. But that doesn't work. So you may think that this guy is crazy. How can he think like that? But that's what we are doing. This body is made in India, so I think I'm Indian. A body is made in America, you think you're American. It's only your body which is made there.
So the identification with this body and with this mind also, and with this personality, this ahankar, it gives you all kind of portfolios.
Right.
I'm a father, I'm this person's
All different
child, I have
identities.
this ownership, I have to go chasing that. I have so many followers, I have to retweet and make them happy. All of that is part of the kind of a trap, a kind of a web that we are trapped in. And that is the condition of the jiva, not of the atma.
Right. So you can do all these things, but you can do in two ways. One is that you identify with them and then you do it, so then you become involved with it. Other is that you do it because it's my duty.
Right.
Okay, I'm a father, I have children, I have to take care of them. I have a mother, I have to take care. But I'm not involved with it.
Right.
I do it only as a duty.
Right.
So just like there is a bank clerk. So bank clerk is dealing with a lot of money, but he never thinks that it is my money.
Right.
He takes care of it very nicely, maybe even better than his own personal money, because he knows that if he makes a mistake, he can lose his job. If he makes a mistake with his own personal money, he's not going to lose his job.
Right.
So like that, we can perform our duties as a parents, as a husband, wife, lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, or we can be nationalist, no problem. But without getting this identification,
Yes.
being situated in knowledge.
Yes.
So this is the central teaching of Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna is
Right.
trying to teach to Arjuna, that as a warrior, this is your duty.
Right.
But you do it being situated in yoga. It's a yogastha kuru karmani, sangam tyaktva dhananjaya.
Right.
That you become situated in yoga and then perform your action. And what he says is yoga? He says siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. That being equanimous in every situation, that is yoga. So balance of mind, and that is only possible if you are not attached. Once I become attached, then something happens to good to my attachment, then I feel happy, something bad happens.
So basically, jiva is the problem we are in.
Right.
And the solution is to understand ourselves as, hey, I'm the driver of this car, similarly I'm the driver of this jiva,
Right.
but I am not this jiva like I'm not this car.
Yeah, I'm not this body.
So
or mind.
that whole jiva, which is not just physical body but all the other things that are conditioned, that we call our identity, that is what we have to get beyond.
So therefore our sages, our rishis, they said that udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. I am nijo parayveti ganana laghuchetasam. He says those who are petty-minded, which means the conditioned beings. That's what petty-minded or small-hearted. Heart is not becoming big or small. It's only the awareness of the person which becomes big or small. So he says they think this is mine, this is yours, and they fight because of that. But those who are udar charita, who are large-hearted, means who are realized people, they say the whole earth is a family. Because it belongs to same one person, one Paramatma. So that's the way to live in peace, in happiness, in love.
Good. So it's important, so far we've introduced to understand Atma and to understand Jiva as two distinct things, neither of which map onto the idea of soul.
Right.
This is what all we're trying to teach. And now in future episodes, we will go deeper into the structure of Jiva, how Jiva consists of various levels of conditioning, one topic at a time.